Okay. I think we're good. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to the streams. Let's see if we get here. I'm going to double check, make sure that the audio is working. So give me one sec. Okay. It sounds like we fixed the audio problem. Okay. Perfect. That makes me happy. So yeah, I'm just having breakfast this morning before we head out and start the stream official. This is my favorite breakfast place. I come here as much as I can. I'm sitting on the outside edge, trying not to get anybody else involved in the video if they don't want to be here. So, but yeah, I got it all organized. I'm a little late getting things up and running this morning, so my apologies. Hell yeah. I never get tired of this. It doesn't matter how many times I watch it or eat it, it's good. Okay. Make sure I've got chat working. If anything happens with the audio, just let me know. Because as of now, when I was listening to it, it was fine. So, it's ran test. Today's going to be a busy day. So, not just the stream, but life in general. I'm getting my visa for Vietnam today. So, I went yesterday to check out the cost and pricing and all that. So I wanted to think about what my options were. So they need about a week to get it. Hey, Vietnam Steve, audio is clear. Thank you. Actually, I'm glad you're here. So my trip to Vietnam, I'm looking at leaving middle of the month. I'm going to go for 2 to 3 weeks. I was thinking initially of flying into Hanoi and then traveling around. Cost for flights are not terrible, but I think it was like around $100 I was looking at for one way and then traveling. And then I just thought, it's like I'm trying to do way too much in way too little time. So instead, what I'm going to do is there's a bus that leaves from here. It leaves overnight. I think it leaves around midnight. And I get into Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City around 10 or 11 in the morning, which to me is perfect. That kind of, alleviates the cost of hotel for a night. I'm traveling. And then I'm also, I'm getting to the location around the time where I would need to. So I'm looking at right now doing 2 weeks. I know it's going to be more, but I'm banking on at least 2 weeks. And then just traveling around the south. And spend maybe a week in Saigon, and then another week in one of the other little cities, the coastal cities, travel around that way. And then come back through, and then come back up to Siem Reap. So that is the potential thought right now. Because I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go back to Vietnam for 3 months in December through February. So at least that's the general plan now. Things change as we go, but the cost for me to get the 1 month visa from an agency here where I don't have to really take hands off, it's going to be about $45 US. So this is on par with what I was expecting to spend. So. But then if I get it, and I like it, and I figure out all the ins and outs of everything, then when I do my 3 month, I'll do that myself through the website. And then I think that's 65 or something like that for a 3-month one. If I do it through the agency, they want 80, which is still not bad. We'll see. But yeah, this morning, I'm just kind of taking it easy for the stream. And I'm being a little quieter than normal because there's people around. I've already been disturbing them because they're looking at me like, who are you talking to? What's going on over there? This is a very, very local place. So the last thing I want to do is to bother anybody that comes here. I put dried garlic. You see floating bits of garlic in there today? Oh man. I love dried roasted garlic. One of my favorites. That's so good. So yeah, I'm just having pork rice this morning with egg and salads. And I thought we'd walk down, get my coffee, and kind of decide from there what we want to do. There's no rush for me to get to the agency. They're open. So I just have to stop by, drop off my passport to scan, and then we'll upload the paperwork. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Just checking again on the chat. Okay. We're here. I had a blast the other day at the botanical gardens. That was a really good day. It was a really, really good day. I ran into trouble with the audio on the video. When I went into the location to have my coffee, they had music playing inside the restaurant. And I got hit for copyright on it, which is no big deal. You can just, you can either just, they claim the audio, the monetization for it, or you can mute the songs, or you can remove the songs. I tried to mute the songs. It didn't work. So I had to mute the audio, and I thought, okay, I'll just edit out that section of the video. And the editing tools within YouTube is just not intuitive. So I have a gap, like about 10 minutes long, of no audio with me just having coffee. So I guess it's just going to live that way. I could download it, edit it out, but then it loses its place as a live stream and it becomes a video. And I'm like, which is not what I want to do. So, I got a couple of options this morning. I'll let you guys decide what you want to do, what you want to see. So after breakfast, I'm just heading up the street to get my coffee. From there, we can either take a wander and walk through one of the temples, or walk over to one of the markets. I need to get a couple things, so if you want to see that, you can let me know. We can do that too. But I'll take a pull when we get closer to that. Yolk, egg yolk, oh my god. Quiet today. It's fine. Doesn't have to be a rocket this morning. I'm in a low-key mood today, which is nice. Like I'm super relaxed. I had a good sleep. I actually got 6 hours. which is abnormal for me. Okay, I'm just turn off the chat. I'm gonna go enjoy my breakfast. I'm not gonna lie. It's something I need to have. Yeah, so I had a good sleep, and then woke up and just kind of eased into getting started this morning. I find some days I'm rushing to get the stream going. So I was just like, take it easy today. And I'm glad I did. And a gentleman that was just having breakfast next to me was just got out. I walked over to a tuk tuk that was waiting for him. I don't know if he ordered it or if he just rented him out for the day, but the guy was just sitting there. If I'd rented a driver for like a half day or something, I'd have a hard time not wanting to say, hey, do you want to have breakfast? You know? At that stage. Good. What am I saying? It's always good. So when you get the tea, you can either use these cups or they'll bring you ice. And I got my food and I hadn't got the ice yet, so I was like, oh, maybe they just don't have it today. So I poured it into that cup. And then they came over with the ice water. I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know what was going on with the audio the last couple of days. It was really weird. Last time I was trying to stream. Hey, Arnold. Hey, I hope I was able to kind of answer your question yesterday on email. And you can also feel free to ask those questions in chat. If you wanted, like, if you had something specific you want to know, because there's a lot of folks that are usually here that would be more than happy to chime in. Because if I don't have the answer, 9 times out of 10, the community here tends to. I learn more from you guys than I do from myself. It's such a good way to start your day. Fresh veggies. I did. Okay, good. I'm glad I was able to help out in my limited capacity. All I know is that what I do with the banking here, and it works for me. It was fun. I had my apartment that I had in Canada, in New Brunswick. When you have a security deposit, so when you get your apartments, you get a first and your security. So in New Brunswick, your landlord doesn't get your security deposit. That goes to a government entity. which you would think would be like, oh yeah, not a bad deal. It took me 2 weeks to find the right website. Then I applied for my deposit come back because my friend took over the apartment. There was no damage, so there's no issues with getting my deposit back. So, at least according to my landlord. So, I should be getting the full thing back. And so to apply for it, I thought, maybe they could just send me a check back to, the house and I'll get it sent there. And then even in the documentation, it says it has to be to another address other than the one that you were living in. I'm like, God damn it. So I kind of had to scramble and get that taken care of. So then, even then, if I get a check, I got to figure out how I'm going to get that deposited from there. It's a pain in the ass. So, they make it easy to get your money. Make it difficult for them to give it back. Not like it's going to be a ton of money anyway. But I'd be like another month and a bit here. So, yeah. I haven't got my deposit back, Arnold. Not from Canada. I just applied for it the other day. And normally, knowing, because it's a government entity, it'd be a month or two. The government in New Brunswick is just brutally slow. I was even just I got my passport done. No big deal. There was a charge for it for the 3 years, or for the 10 years. I paid it, used my credit card, got it taken care of when I was there. And then I did that right before I left, so I wanted to have it as close to my travel as possible. And then about a month afterwards when I was here, in Siem Reap? The day. So the day you check out, so you have your move-in date and you have your move-out date. So for me, it was the second of the month. So I moved into the apartment here on the 1st. I wanted to give them a buffer of a day so that they could clean the apartment and see if there was anything, that they needed to charge me for. So I gave them an extra day. And then what they did is I went over on the 2nd, and I don't pay any rent. I just have to do the utilities. So they calculated what I owed in utilities and all the extraneous stuff that I had there. And then they gave me the remainder back in cash. So they don't hold it. Everything's done here very efficiently. Copy of your birth certificate is going to take 8 weeks. And you wonder why people want to leave the West. Yeah, how they handle things here is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's so good. Adding the garlic to this, game changing to me. Yeah, government stuff is wicked slow. So I assume you spent time up in Boston? Or being a masthead? Hey. Okay, cool. Just got an email from Andrew. That's where you start your day. Absolutely amazing every time. There's another lady that tries to sell books, and she's, I give her credit. She realized right from the start. I've seen her here a couple times. But yeah, she's just kept to walk past me. Hey, Paulie, from France. Bonjour, comment ça va? Wow, that was a piss poor French. I had a piece of spring onion stuck on my tongue, and it started to flutter on my tongue and on my tooth, so I couldn't speak right. So bonjour, comment ça va? I'm French. I speak a minute amount of French from being in Canada, so Jamaica Plains. It's when you said wicked slow. I mean, that is a regional saying that I know because I have friends from there. That's the fun part when you travel a lot, when you've lived a lot. Well, Florida especially. There's a lot of people that are transient in Florida, people that are from elsewhere, right? So there's nothing having friends that were from all over the States there. Okay, so let's go. I'll be losing track of chat for a moment here, so you need to follow. I apologize, but let's get the camera set up. I'm getting better at this. I'm getting much better at this. Now, get out the, there we go. I'm getting there. Okay. Bear with me for 1 second. What are we doing? Let's do this real quick. To get the face tracking turned on. Uh-huh. Can you use this one? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay, 1 second before you go. My apologies. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Breakfast is paid for. $1.50 every day. Now, coffee. I have been getting my coffee over here for the last couple weeks now, and it's been delightful. But I keep on seeing people with green tea, and I was just like, and it's like a milky green tea thing, and I was like, it's all like a latte. And I'm like, oh God, that looks good. So I wanted to try that yesterday, and I thought it was going to be more expensive. I figured, 7,000-8,000 real, maybe $2, $1.75. Because, like, to me, that's that's an exotic drink. I keep forgetting where I am. So it was 75 cents. So 3,000 real. So it's even cheaper than my coffee, which I think I'll probably get again today. It was good. I think I'm too reliant on caffeine, so let me get back into chat. My apologies. Okay. Wicked pizza. Oh. So, yeah, it's good being back in Siem Reap. Man, if I had known before I left about how polarizing Sihanoukville would have been, I would not have gone. That has been hard for me to handle. That series. Like, I just wanted to go and see what it was like, you know, because I didn't know what it was before. I'd only known it as being a place where they'd had a lot of construction and been abandoned. I didn't know about the history of how much people loved it previously. You know, as I got there, I found out more that people said, oh yeah, this used to be like a great town for people to come and hang out. And then, but yeah, the amount of people that are just pissed in general about what happened there, it's just, there's a lot of anger towards it. And I'm like, wow. I can kind of get it, you know. I mean, coming from Florida, Key West, Key West has always been a very special beach place. And fortunately for it, it's so far away from everything on the mainland to get to. It's a pain in the ass. But even with that, the amount of, you know, the big Western buildings encroaching in on things, and you're seeing resorts pop up and things there, and the way, how much the, like the main street has changed over the years, that it's no longer the same quaint, weird place. And it's become a very, very much a tourist destination of people that weren't going there previously. So it's weird. I find it weird. So I can kind of get, but for me, I just don't go to Key West anymore. And it's very easy when I'm over here. Okay, let me see. I can't read my damn text. Do I have brightness up? It's up as high as it's going to go. Okay. Oh, Sky Gypsy. Too crazy. Saigon? Yeah. I'm okay with busy cities. Like, if I'm just going there for a little while, you know, it's something to explore. I want to go visit Saigon, but I have my reasons for it. So, you know, I have my preconceived notions for how things were from growing up, right? So I want to see how it looks now. But I'm fully aware that it's going to be a zoo crossing the streets, and I'm going to be trying my best to dance across the street, so to speak. Okay. My apologies there. Get away from all that sound. Oh man. Just back. Let's see if there's a lot of people up there for it yet. And these phones are just so hard to see in the sunlight. Okay. Mark, hey Sean, I enjoy watching your live streams. I hope your allergies have settled down for the most part. Depending on what allergen is in the air, I have good and bad days. Most mornings it's rough because it takes anywhere between an hour and a half for the meds to kick in, and even then, it's not great. So for the first 2 hours of my day, I'm pretty stuffy. Maybe check out the Philippines in one of your travels, Arnold. Yeah, it's on my list to go. The problem is that I'm trying to travel without flying as much as possible right now. Oh my God, Polly, I just booked my ticket to Siem Reap in October. I'll be making Cambodia home base as a travel photographer. Do you think Siem Reap would be a good place to live for someone in their 20s? I'm 22. Polly, it depends on what you are craving. As a photographer, like if you're into nature photography and all that kind of stuff, the visuals here, outstanding, especially with proximity to Angkor Wat. I mean, it's great. There is a bit of a nightlife. Pub Street is a thing. There are younger folks here. But if you're okay with a calmer way of life and not that hustle bustle, Siem Reap's ideal. But if you crave that nightlife in the city thing, you might want to look into Phnom Penh. You know, it's a bigger city for sure and has more of the big city feel. But you should be able to find what you need in Cambodia. You know, I would think. I mean, I found it, so I'm happy. But I'm actually thinking of going to Phnom Penh for a couple months myself, just to try to change it up. So the next 6 months should be interesting, or I should say 8, because I still have 2 months here, or a month and a half. Yeah, 2 months. We'll say 2 months here. Wow, coffee shop is packed. There's 1, 2, 5 people waiting up front. Okay, there's walking kind of softly. They're wet. Okay. I'm trying not to get in anybody's way here. There we go. JJ, make it too hard for tourists to get in? They've eased a lot of the visa stuff. They can get 90-day ones for fairly cheap, or fairly easy. I think they're more meticulous with what you put on the information on your visas, but my understanding it's gotten easier. I don't take hay fever tablets. I take allergy pills. It's Zyrtec, the brand name. I'm going to take them for a little while now. I used to do the Lotradine tablets, but when you take them all the time, they kind of lose their abilities. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. Why? I love how it's saying it's going to do the face tracking, but it doesn't want to do it this way. Whatever. They do boba here too. Yeah. Second. Little one there. Kids make the wildest sounds. I don't think it matters where they originate. I think all kids have a similar language when they're younger. Can I just see you like Phnom Penh to just switch it up? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And that's the thing, is like I've been I was born in a small town, but I moved a lot when I was younger. And so we constantly going from small town areas to bigger cities. And I like the hustle and bustle of them. Like I enjoy the big cities, but I also love the quaintness of the small towns. I think like I need both in my life. So having the ability to bounce back and forth and not be stuck with just one is great for me. Now there's close to a dozen people here. We could be here a while. Okay, Tony. Welcome, my friend. Nice having you here. Right on time. So since we have a large group of people here now, let's put it out there. After I get my coffee, tea, whatever I end up getting, do you guys want to go on a temple walk or to a market? So just put in temple or market in chat. Let me know. I'll take a general consensus. I don't care either way. I got to do both, so. You're getting closer. Market, market, market. Okay. I guess market it is. I lived in San Francisco 3 times. Big, small city feel to me. Yeah. I enjoy the cities that still have a small town feel. The Siem Reap does for me. I'm in no rush. You're busy, I understand. They're so nice here. And since she's so busy, I'm just going to let her make whatever she makes for me. Don't care. But I did enjoy going to Phnom Penh. It was a lot of fun. 1950s sci-fi horror. Would that be the one with Donald Sutherland? Kind of the Body Snatchers. I think that was filmed there. Tony, I'm not sure. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is my guess. Vietnam Steve, you need to do a coffee walk. Cambodia, I'm pouring up on my way. I'm hoping I find your coffee auntie when I get back. I hope so too. They're great. Dude, Tony, I got that right? Yes. Yeah. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is one of my all-time favorite movies too. Yeah, that led to for me liking a whole bunch of those, kind of films. Donald Sutherland's a great actor too. I know he just recently passed away, so that is a huge loss. But he has a body of films that is outstanding. I love the fact that he didn't just do, your average, like he didn't typecast himself. He did a whole bunch of other stuff. I think he also played Jack the Ripper in Out of Time or something. It was like a really odd time. It was like the H.G. Wells type of thing where he was doing. It was like a combination of Jack the Ripper and H.G. Wells. So. Arnold, by the time I get to Siem Reap, I will have the city mapped out just by watching my videos. Yeah, it's actually funny. I've had a couple people that have watched my videos that I bumped into, and they're like, "Dude, I was able to make my way around the city because of watching your videos." So I was like, I guess that's because I don't edit. So, hey, Big Jed. Yes, I know you know Jeremy. I'm actually surprised you're not here. Trying to think the other one in San Francisco that Goldie Hawn and Chevy Chase did. And it was like they did a couple of movies together. It was kind of like a like a detective story. I freaking loved it. Somewhere in Time, Cambodia. Yeah, that's the one. I love that movie. I'm trying to remember the actress in that one too. And it's hard to type one-handed. 1980s film. I don't think that's the one. Christopher Reeve, that's different. Malcolm McDowell was in it. He played the H.G. Wells character. My brain is saying Gina Davis, but it's not. It's the actress. But I think Donald Sutherland played the Jack the Ripper. Malcolm McDowell. See what his IMDb is. Time After Time. 1979. And the actress with it, Mary Steenburgen. That's what. Okay. Who was? Corey Feldman was in that? Dear God. Okay, I wasn't right. I was incorrect. It wasn't Donald Sutherland. It was David Warner. It's amazing how your brain will mess things up sometimes like that. At least I knew Malcolm McDowell was in it. Yeah, Time After Time. That was a good one. Oh, big night last night. Yeah, you guys went off to the pool party. I saw you guys post something like that on Facebook. Time After Time, okay. It wasn't Sutherland. That was in The Omen, that's why I got him. Murder by Decree. Let me just double check. I got to see with that Goldie Hawn one. Yeah. I'll do green tea today, if I can. Seems like old times. First thing that pops up. It's like, it's funny that my phone will be listening to me. Yeah, I think they did 2 films together. I think Goldie Hawn's such a good actress too. Chevy Chase had his moments. I enjoyed him in Caddyshack and then those 2 films, and then Fletch. Those are fun. The Black Pepper Resort. Yeah, you just woke up. I'm not surprised. I was considering going, and then I saw how far out it was. I was like, yeah, I don't need to go. Okay, so we get my tea. I'm getting the tea today. And we'll be off to the market, I guess. So when I was at the market, the last time with you guys, I ended up getting road snacks for my trip. And I ate, over the course of the week, 1 bag, which was the ginger cakes. I had the banana chips, and I was really excited for the banana chips. When I got to Cinefil, I was taking them out of my bag. Oh, excellent. Yay. It's 3,000, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. Always so good.
Thank you.
Okay. Bear with me for 1 sec. So anyway, yeah, I had the banana chips. I was when I got to Sihanoukville, I was unpacking my bags. I took the ginger snacks out because I was just carrying them with me on the bus, and so I had the banana chips in my backpack. So when I unpacked everything, I just took them out of the backpack, and as I was trying to place them on the dresser, they slipped. The bag hit the ground and just split wide open, and they all went everywhere. Like my floor of the hotel room was just covered in banana chips, and I was like, fuck. So I never got to have them. So on the way back from Phnom Penh, we stopped at one of the little rest areas, and lo and behold, they had snacks there too. And so I bought another type of the ginger, what I thought was like the ginger cake, but they had sesame seeds in them, and they were so much better. And I got these little balls. They look like a Timbit. If you're Canadian, you know what I talk about, or if you're American, donut holes. But they're not. I have no idea what they're made of. They were delightful. They look like they're going to be really sweet, and they weren't. But it was a much smaller amount. But they were so good, so good. Okay, get back in the chat now that I have a moment here. Foul play and seems like old times. Those are the ones, Arnold. You're right. They had such good chemistry together too. It was really good. They had a free open top tuk-tuk. The ride out and back was beautiful. I guess I should read those event things more. Film Circle of Iron. Rocket also called the Silent Flute. Circle of Iron? Why do I know that? 1 second. Circle of Iron. 1978. A martial arts movie. Ooh, that sounds cool. David Carradine. Okay. Yep. Not surprising. I actually met David Carradine in Toronto years ago when they brought back that TV series. Sorry. Dear God, why can't I remember the name of it? But anyway, he was filming it in Toronto, and there was a bar that I used to frequent when I was in and around Queen Street called the Black Bull. It was kind of like this little cafe, like sidebar that I just go in there and grab a beer on a hot day, and it was just nice. So I was in, and so you'd go inside to order your drink, and then you go and take it outside. And this guy was sitting at the bar, just sipping on a whiskey. So I just go up to order my beer, and then I heard him order another drink, and I heard his voice, and I'm like, that voice sounds so familiar, and I turned and looked, and it was David Carradine. So he was on lunch break. I didn't bother him. I just said hello and wandered away. Sorry about this. Okay. It's so weird. how I can film normally with this camera. Nobody pays 1 ounce of attention to it. The minute I'm doing a live stream, it's like everyone sees it. Don't understand it. Makes no sense. Because I have the exact same setup when I'm recording regularly. Maybe because, I don't know. I got nothing. I was thinking maybe I'm more focused on the camera and when I'm recording. I don't know. Okay, give me a second here. I'm getting there. This is the sketchiest part of the walk. These trees are really low hanging. And I think even the locals would find them low. Okay. The silent flute's the other name for it, okay. Kung Fu, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed the original Kung Fu series. When they brought it out the second time, but at that time, I was kind of disheartened with Canadian content in general, because there was a certain feel that you would get with things filmed around Toronto and that. So I was just like, oh God, another Canadian film or another Canadian show. Because almost everything was being filmed in Toronto back in the 90s. Like, movie production was just through the roof. Because costs had skyrocketed in LA and the US in general. We had the infrastructure in Toronto for it. And the fact that Toronto as a city could be made to look like any American city. So I don't know how many times I saw it in Chicago or New York or even LA a few times. I was like, what the hell? But, and I know a lot of people that work still in the movie and television industry. I did it myself for a couple of years. I did makeup on some films and shows, and mostly catering. Did a lot of that too. But yeah, I just didn't like watching it. Okay, off to the market, I guess. So, I'm glad I wore the long sleeves today. I had a feeling it was going to be necessary. It looks like it is. Whew, okay. So, oh, I didn't show you guys. Yeah, this is the green tea. It didn't look like Kermit snot at first. They put the tea at the top, milk at the bottom, so kind of like a layered looking thing, and it all blends together. But it's nice. The tea tastes a lot like the iced tea that I would be getting at Fame all the time. So, and I liked that flavor. So, and the creamy milky bit, nice, and they don't make it sweet. I say no sweet, and it is no sweet. Like just enough to bring out the flavors, but it's good. It's really good. Okay, now, yeah, I got to go out filming tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? No, Tuesday. For the, that is such a weird thing too. Because I'm going to film Tuesday night for the Tuesday night video that goes out west. Because we're 11 hours in advance of what I'm at in Canada, where I schedule things based upon. So, yeah. So I'm going to go out for dinner on Tuesday night, edit, render a video, post it, and then it'll go live. It'll be like 5 a.m. here, which is 6 p.m. Eastern. My Catching Up with Sean series, which has been fun. I'm going to get my steps in today, I tell you. And then some. Okay. Just seeing if chat's going. It takes a few seconds for things to populate on this, and it kind of annoys me. Okay. Okay, 1 second. We're getting past a bunch of stuff. Okay. Cambodia. Kwai Chang Caine was one of your favorite heroes growing up. Good morning, Don Vito. Don Vito Corleone. Sorry. Yeah. Forever Night series, Arnold Ace. Yep. I know that one very well. I worked on a couple of episodes, and they used to record in a club I used to go to, so they were constantly in there. That's how I ended up getting the gig doing the makeup on it. I was at work one night at another club, and an effects artist had come in. It was for Halloween, and he was doing makeup for folks in the nightclub, and I came in with my own makeup done. So he liked my makeup, asked me who did it, and I'm like, me. He asked me how I did it, and I told him. He was like, cool, handed me his business card and says, come see me tomorrow. I'll hire you. So I was on a contract basis, just filling in whenever it was necessary. So it wasn't a full-time gig at first. I got more of it as it went along, but it was fun. But just following up and doing touch-up with makeup and making sure that things were, the prosthetics were still adhered and all that kind of stuff. But, you just kind of hung out on set and do your thing. But Forever Night was, yeah, it was one of those shows. We also had RoboCop, the TV series there. We had, oh God, so many. Lex, another one. Defiance. It just goes on and on. Like if it was a science fiction show on any of the major networks, chances are highly likely it was filmed in Toronto or Vancouver. At least back in that day. Now I got to figure out which side of the street is going to be the least sunny for today. Since y'all wanted to market. I think that's wild. Markets are so popular. Well, I hope that the ones I filmed in Phnom Penh are as popular. I went to a few. I went to, a night market, 2 day markets, and the mall. So, mall not so much. That was mostly I went in there to do a mall video, but I ended up doing a lunch video instead. That was amazing. Okay. Your vibes attract when live streaming, maybe. Sky Gypsy, that's entirely possible. I mean, I guess I have a different aura about me when I'm doing these. Okay. I'm just going to call you TV because it's too hard. So yeah, let's go. Arnold, I didn't say that. I said I did 2 day markets. I didn't say which ones they were. I did Central and I did Russian. So actually, these bracelets that I'm wearing, I got those at the Russian market. So, and the shorts I'm wearing, I got at the night market. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. Phnom Penh and I got along great. I got along great there. And it was funny, because I have been warned off. So, Here's the thing. In Canada, United States, when people talk about Cambodia, it's just like, oh, dangerous, so dangerous. So I was like, okay, kind of nervous, but I'd watched some videos I'd seen for real, and I'd seen Itchy Feet, and I'm like, that doesn't look like, a scary place to me. At least not compared to Tampa or New York City or, even Toronto. And then I ended up in Bangkok for 3 months. And in Thailand, I mentioned I was coming over here. It was like the same thing. Oh, it's so dangerous. So dangerous. And so I got over here in Siem Reap, and it not. Like, I feel safer here than I have most places. But even here in Siem Reap, some of the locals, when it says going to Phnom Penh, they're like, oh, you got to be careful. But I was like, dear God, like, how dangerous is Phnom Penh? And I got there, and it was just busy. That's it. So I can understand the locals here being freaked out, because it was so busy. There's so much going on. I could see somebody from a smaller town feeling overwhelmed there. But people in Bangkok, it's like, I don't get that at all, because it didn't feel any less safe than I felt in Bangkok. Maybe safer. There's sketchy parts of towns everywhere you go. Every city has them. And I stumbled into one night on the way back. Actually, after filming the night market video, I was walking down and I ended up in the nightclub district where, it's the, well, they had all the bar girls and all that type of thing was happening. And, it was like for a block. It was no big deal. I just, I looked and I was like, why are all these women sitting out front of a bar? And why are they all looking at me? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm fresh meat. So, it was that. But and if that is the scariest thing I have to deal with when I'm over there, oh well. Okay. Let me catch up here. Chat again. Takes a minute. Oh, there you go. She'll hush up that. No, Arnold, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Polly, you made loads of very informative videos about different financial aspects of living in Cambodia. Will you ever make a full cost of living video now that you've been in Cambodia for a while? Oh, Polly, those are going to be hard for me. And that is because of the lifestyle I choose here. For the first few months where I was just living here in Siem Reap, I was just budgeting myself, and I was just waiting on visas and all that kind of stuff to process through. That was easier to do. But now that I'm in full-blown channel mode, what I'm doing each month is I'll be traveling. And so those costs are going to change my monthly cost of living here. I'm going to still do videos talking about how much, my trip costs and, what I went through. I didn't do it on the last one for Phnom Penh and Sihanoukville because I was just so tired when I got back. And to be honest, I was so tired of filming at that stage, I didn't even want to do anything else. And I also spent more money when I was there than I normally would. It was my first trip. Hello. It was my first trip since I decided to, kick it back into full gear. And I didn't go overboard, but, I spent more money than I normally would have. And, when I mean, for the whole week, I maybe spent an extra $50, Nothing over the top. Why is there no shade? Maybe if I go over here. Usually the buildings offer shade. I'm not too sure if the trees will. Because the trees are not huge. Getting some. Okay. A little bit. More than I was getting over there. Okay. But, I mean, I think covering the cost of travel expenses and going on traveling on a budget here, I think that could be kind of fun too. You know, when I'm looking at hotel rooms that cost between $5 and $10 a night. So, like, going very economical. Are you headed? Which one am I going to? Just a second. I think that's the one. Cambodia. 1 second. There's 2 markets that are out here. I think that's the name of them. Yeah, Zarlo, Tommy. Ow. I can barely read English on my phone. The Google Maps has a font that's really thin. I can't read it. Okay. Yeah, that's the market I'm headed out to. I think it's like about 1.5 kilometers. No big deal. 20 minutes, 30-minute walk. It's not like I don't walk 10 or 15 kilometers a day anyway, so. I was walking 20 kilometers a day on my travels. That was fun. Okay. Yeah, so this market, when I first came to Siem Reap, like the very first day I got up, I walked out to it. I was just walking and I stumbled upon it. And I was like, this is a cool market. And I've loved going to it ever since. It's a little bit further to walk to, but it's worth it. Go in the Aircon store. Groceries. Oh. You know what's funny? I try to buy most of my food from the markets. Every now and again, I'll go to one of the bigger stores here to get some stuff. And every time I've done it, the veggies that I pick up or the meat, it turns so quickly. Like if I don't eat it that day, I don't eat it. But stuff I pick up at the markets will last me, 3, 4, 5 days. So it's just such a weird sensation that the less we touch our food, the longer it stays fresh. It's just my perception, but, or maybe just being in that aircon, the food just like, just lets go. Whew. I think these live streams, and I love doing them, but the other day was over 2 hours. And I haven't talked a lot since then. And I can feel my throat being sore. I'm like, why would I have a sore throat? I'm like, yeah, because you talked for 2 hours straight the other day, you doofus. Oh. Every time that guy on a motorcycle is just like staring at me. I don't get it. Here, if you guys want to see what we're looking at today, get off my face for a bit. Hello? Turn around, dang you. There you go. This is the what I get to see. So this is a sidewalk, and then there is a bike trail / sidewalk next to the buildings. So you can take either. You can do either. onto the highway. And if I continue walking on this for about 4 days, I'll get put on pen. It's only 300 kilometers away. I think I could do 100 kilometers in a day. I'd be walking a lot. I probably need a week off just to get the blisters on my feet to calm down. So there is another little market that's here. This one's mostly just fruits and veggies. But all kinds of fresh stuff. Looks like dragon fruit is in full effect. And the avocados. Hello, Sisadai. And durian seems to be running out, which is fine. Yeah, I've been staying away from durian because there was a news article here that some of the durian had been sprayed with a chemical and they didn't know what it was. And these were not local durians, they were coming in from elsewhere. So I was like, just stay away. I pay attention to the news so little here. But the one thing I would see would be like a durian scandal. I'm like, God dang it. So yeah, here's the other market. I've not really gone into it. I walked past it a few times. But in back, it just seems like a lot of empty stalls, so I could be entirely wrong. I'll probably come here one day. Maybe we'll try it next weekend. I like the sign, no motorcycles, and all I see are motorcycles here. It's no big deal. Okay. Sipping on my tea, gonna pull up chat. See what you guys are saying. Hello. Okay, chat disappeared. Sky Gypsy, that's okay. Folly, do you still use your cool funky bike? I do. I use it on days where I'm not filming or walking, so I've had it out a couple times this week already. Skyjim's saying if you use a tablespoon to a vinegar and soak veggies or fruit for 15 minutes, it'll last twice as long. Very cool. Samaki will be coming up on your left. Good fruit and veggie market. That's the one we just walked past. Yeah. It said no parking. Really? So instead of no motorcycles like I was reading, it's a no parking sign. That's hilarious. Something is lost in translation for me. Well, it's kind of funny because back home, a no parking sign would have the cars with an X through it. And since most people here park motorcycles, so when I got back from Phnom Penh, so right over here is where I picked up the bus. So VET is the company. So the overnight bus picked me up here. The bus I came back on was a minivan. So every location that I got dropped off at, I picked up the bus at the same spot. But here, the drop-off point was another 2.5 kilometers down the street. So when I got back after my long trip and, a 6-hour bus ride, I looked at a full pack and at a 4.5 kilometer walk back home. I'm like, son of a bitch. But I did it. I grabbed a bottle of water. Away I went. We're not too far from the market now. If you can see the street lights up ahead, it's just past that on the right-hand side. But I enjoy this stretch of the highway. Especially that they've got all these trees planted. Like in a couple of years, this will be beautiful. A lot of nice shade. And hopefully, businesses will be picking up too. Be nice. I would enjoy seeing Siem Reap thrive a bit more. I still see a bunch of tourists when I'm in and around Pub Street and that. But I think it's down a bit from when I was here a few months ago. Or when I first got here 4 months ago, I should say. Because I think when I got here, it was just at the tail end of high season, the end of February. It's still shocking to me that, how do we put this? So when you do these trips, when you leave your home, right? The last image you have is like a snapshot, and that's kind of how you think everything is still. So, especially when you move to a country where the seasons and nothing matches, so there's no point of reference that I have here. It's like, what it's like back home. So I left and winter was starting. And then for most of my time here, it was cold. And you forget how quickly in Canada it goes from being cold to being hot. So it's like in end of May, my buddy that was staying in my place was like, I need to turn on the air conditioning, how to hook it up. And it took me like a whole couple of minutes to go, why do you need AC? Like I couldn't for the life of me fathom why he would need it. Because I was an idiot. Because in my head, time had stood still. It was still winter. I didn't even think of what month it was, because the time just blurs when you're over here. To think that it's July and I'm going to be having my birthday for the first time on the other side of the world. Because I'm turning 56 the end of July. Hopefully I'll be doing it while I'm in Vietnam. Because I would like to take myself out for a nice meal when I'm there. So that's kind of the reason why I'm saying I'm going for 2 or 3 weeks. But in 2 weeks, I'll be coming back on the 31st. If I do 3 weeks, I'll be coming back on the 7th. So I would rather come back on the 7th. Have some more time there. We'll see. I guess it depends on how much fun I'm having too. And no, I haven't been keeping up with chat. Just been walking. Okay. Catch up. Okay. Just waiting for the sign to go. Oh man. Okay, here we go. Head on a swivel. Now I got some cloud cover coming in, which is a nice treat. Okay. Well, that went well. See what we got going on up here. See if I'll brave some of the stuff here today. Trying to think. Yeah, so I was up here 2 weeks ago because I did this right before my trip to Scenic Hill in Phnom Penh. That's wild to think that was 2 weeks ago. See if they've got my snacks. That's what I want to pick up today. It's more of those crunchy snacks. There's the, looks fairly calm. Hopefully it's not as loud as the last time we were here. Lots of bicycles. Okay. Some chickens. Whew. This is getting warm. Okay. Lots of fruit. Lots of motorcycles. Okay. I think this is where I got my snacks. See if they have the ones I'm looking for. You.
Hello.
Hello. Susadai.
Dạ, lấy cả ấy. Rồi tiết, trái rồi tiết. Nâng cân tròn. Nhanh.
Dum.
Dạ.
How much?
5,000. 5,000
5,000.
real.
And for the bigger bag?
10,000 real.
10,000.
Small.
Okay. And eats?
5,000 cent.
Okay. I'll do together.
Ôn tình ấy ôn. Happy birthday, Akon. Thank you.
Akon, thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. That's next. I don't think I'm done buying stuff, so we will see. I'm gonna go in here real quick, see if we can okay, bring you guys around here. I'm not too sure how well this will go. We'll try. We may lose signal in here. Okay. So, I am trying to balance things here. The center of this market is always, every market I've been to is gold in the middle. Like there's more gold here than I've ever seen in my life. Now, how much of it's real? Don't know. Do I care? Nope. I want to get some other things. So what's over here? I go back over here. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I always find the worst possible place to walk. Okay. Man. I'm looking, so I have a necklace that I've been wearing for years, and it's a fossil that has a little piece of silver around it that keeps it in, and it finally fell apart. I still have it, but I can't wear it. Then Luke gave me an amulet just around the same time, so I was like, oh, perfect. But the amulet makes so much noise when I'm wearing it that it picks up on every video I made. So I was like, I can't do this. So I need to find a piece of string for the amulet, but I also want to find something for my travels that means something to me. So I'm always going to be on the lookout for little pieces of art or something that I can wear around my neck. So if I see any necklaces, I kind of stop and take a look. It is smoky in here. Somebody's cooking. The ventilation is not great. Okay. Wow. I've not seen the lychee EST except in Thailand. I don't need it. It was nice to have, but it was also contributing to my weight gain in Thailand. Okay. This is more like it. Ooh, that smells so good. It's pretty wild to me. Yeah. Now, I can walk up this way. Now it would just take me back up to the street. I've walked down that one before. I have not walked over to this one. I've eyeballed it a few times, but this is a new street for me, so let's go and check it out. And again, I'm not paying much attention to chat because there's 1,001 things going on here. Whenever it's busy, I tend to just wander. I like the feel of the street. And it has a nice smell too. I'm gonna have to come back over here when I just want to go shopping. Let's go this way. Let's go deeper in. And if anybody's squeamish, do not watch any of the market stuff. I don't see anything wrong with any of it, but I also grew up, going to butchers and doing all that kind of stuff. So the whole thing that we have now in the West, where all of our meat is just sitting there in packages, is still pretty foreign to me. Because I kind of grew up going to like farmers markets where, in Canada anyway, back in the 70s, this was kind of what it was like. Not nearly as cool. These are amazing. Okay. I think we did it. Oh man. Hello. Ooh, snails. Ooh. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Back on me. We're back on the highway. Gonna head back towards town. Let's see if I can multitask here. I have a bag that I like to carry things on. It has a shoulder strap. So I'm going to try to put my purchase of my snacks in there so that I can put on my shoulder. But bags are not the easiest thing to do. The camera strapped to your hand. Okay. I got my sip of my coffee, my tea again. been forever. Oh, that feels good. Okay. Hopefully that wet your whistle for a temple, or sorry, a market walk. I enjoy those. But again, I want to do those. Like, I want to go back there where I don't have anything to do and just go shopping. That'd be nice. Okay. Go here. Arnold, that is a lot of weight loss. I'm just trying to catch up to chat, so congratulations. I understand massive amounts of weight loss, so I applaud anybody that can do it. Okay. I'm waiting for the light. There we go. If I don't jump on it when it hits, I'll miss it entirely. Okay. Whew. Okay. And why am I having such a hard time today? Look at you guys been chatting amongst yourselves, which is amazing. Thank you. Dumping sugar. Yep. I've had so many people comment and reach out about being on carnivore diets lately, which I don't have any issues with. I actually was on the verge of looking at doing a carnivore diet myself when I was in Canada, but I couldn't afford it, and that's what stopped me. Is that the amount of money I would have to spend just to maintain a diet? That was the biggest problem with it there. I don't know how feasible it would be for me to do here. Probably not at all. And I don't see a reason for it here. And I think I'm curious to know is if, like, all of these extreme diets in the West are necessary because of the amount of garbage that is put into our foods. I was just reading the other day about how processed foods are okay, but not super processed foods. I was like, what? And then there's like, people are buying fruit that is no longer behaving normally. Like, you buy a banana and you can bend it in half before it breaks. I'm like, what the hell? So something is definitely going on in the West with the foods. I mean, I know personally, firsthand, how a diet change, and it was just mostly diet, you know, getting away from a lot of the crap that I was eating made a huge difference for me here. But yeah, even, I forgot what it was. It was bromated something or other. It was something used to make orange sodas, you know, more zingy. That was legal in Canada, in the United States, up until recently. But it was outlawed everywhere else in the world. And it's just like the amount of times that some kind of a chemical is found out to be, you know, in our food systems for 10 or 15 years, all of a sudden now it's bad for you. It's like, Jesus, just stop it. Like, the fact that we have so few companies that are involved in the production of the food in the West where it is a corporate entity. And of course, all corporations subservient to their shareholders, so they have to make a profit. That's the whole purpose of a corporation. That's it. They're beholden to their shareholders. If they don't continue to make continuous profits, then they fail. And it's a silly fucking system because perpetual growth is not sustainable. So they drives me nuts, you know, like Facebook thinking that they continue to grow. It's like, once you have everybody on the fucking planet subscribe to your service, what else do you need? How can you grow past that, you know? It's just stupid. But yeah, just the amount of chemicals that I've noticed in my food in the West compared to out here. Like just going out and buying my chili sauce, you know, or my fish sauce, and I look at the ingredients when I can read them. I've translated them, but it's all stuff, things I recognize. No preservatives, no sulfates or red dye number 7 or whatever the fuck it is. But like, I'm curious as if people need to go on to like a carnivore diet or a fruitarian diet or all these extreme diets, because that's your body saying, I can't handle any more of this processed shit. Give me something natural. And we have to go to these extremes in order to get it. I'm just thinking. Oh God. Did I start a shitstorm again? I hope not. Oh. Let me just double check here. I'm gonna check with them and see how much it would cost to go to Ho Chi Minh City. So said I, do you have a bus to go to Ho Chi Minh City?
Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
We come only from Phnom Penh.
Only from Phnom Penh?
Yes.
Okay. How much is it from Phnom Penh to Ho Chi Minh City?
$29.
29. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, we're just checking there. So 29. The travel agency that I was looking at, they can arrange $36 direct from here. So, and I think it's the cheapest I can find from here to Phnom Penh is like 14. So that's still cheaper. The joy of trying to do shit on the fly. I'm gonna check Giant Ibis too, because I enjoyed their services getting here, and they're really comfortable buses. So even if I was doing a sit-down bus overnight, I could sit in their buses and be comfortable, for sure. Okay. I can't read. It's too much. Okay, there's shade over here. Make sure I can get onto the sidewalk. Why? I swear to God. This bag always sits on my shoulder, but I think it's just the shirt I'm wearing today. Okay. No. Okay. Most American foods are banned in Europe. It says it all. GBM, yes, I agree. Okay, good. This guy just saying concur. Okay. Back in the pocket for a few more minutes. Okay. How long have we been going? How long is the stream? Been a while. Hopefully I'm not doing another 2 hours. Dear God. So I hope that the stream maintained itself for you guys when we were in the market back there. Why are you doing this? What is going on? Am I on the wrong shoulder? Is that the problem? Maybe that's it. know why. Or maybe there's not enough stuff in it, so it's not weighing down. I can't tell. I'm a mess. It's hot. Damn it. That is so good. That is so very good. Yeah. It's not even working on the, it has to be the shirt. There we go. There, now try to fall apart. I really hope it just pours down rain this afternoon. We had a good dumping the other day, but a bigger one would be great. So yeah, if you guys weren't around for the beginning talking, I'm going to the travel agency today after I'm done the stream to get my visa for Vietnam. So I'm going to be going over for 2 or 3 weeks. Probably leaving in about a week and a half. And originally my plan was to fly into Hanoi and then travel south from there. I realized quickly that that was not a good idea, because that's the fast travel thing that I try to stay away from. And kind of burnt me out when I was in Sihanoukville and Phnom Penh. The Sihanoukville was just way too quick. I only had a week, and I really wanted to see Phnom Penh. And I think a week in Phnom Penh would have been better than broken up 2 days here, 2 days there, you know. So what I'm thinking is to take the bus in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, and spending about a week there, and then take a bus to the next location. And I'm going to look at a couple of the coastal towns on the south end, and just visit, and spending like 4 days to a week in each of the locations. So yeah, if I do 4 or 5 days in each spot, I like 5 days, and then like if the 5th day is traveling, then I can effectively in 2 weeks visit 3 locations, and that might be okay. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just going to stick to the south, and then my next trip to Vietnam, which would be the end of the year, I'm going to go over for 3 months, I think. So that is the current plan. So be curious as to what I'm doing. Ooh, Cambodia, yeah. Some veggies and rice and tofu. I get you there. I started cooking at home again. Cool. I just love you guys are chatting amongst yourselves in there. That's amazing. I'm trying to keep up a little bit, so I'm glad you guys are making the community work amongst yourselves too. It's not just me. Yay! Hello! Barking at me while backing up. I'm a big scary dog as I'm backing up. Okay. Well, I need to go back to my apartment before I go to the travel agency, because I think I forgot my passport there. And plus, I'm going to want to drop things off, and I'm going to want to change. I think I'm going to take a shower before I do anything, because I'm really feeling sticky. I don't like this feeling. Ooh, maybe a dip in the pool. I could do that. I might do a dip in the pool. Or a quick shower, go do the rest of our errands, then come back and take a dip in the pool. Like that. And then after that, nap. Nap sounds good. I'm liking the way this day is shaping up. Yeah, so my new thing is I'm having breakfast out in the morning, coffee, whatever it is, tea, and then I'll have my snack in the afternoon, like at lunchtime. Like I'll have just a light something or other. Sometimes it's just a fried egg or a poached egg or whatever I decide on. And then dinner time, just a light meal. Like last night I made those rice noodles that are kind of chubby. I kind of made a cream sauce with coconut milk and some cooking wine, and some mushrooms, and I had a whole bunch of veggies, some fresh tomatoes. Just cooked that all up together. And I had a little bit of ground pork that I made little patties out of and grilled those off, and a fried egg. It was good. It was a lot of food for me. It wasn't a huge meal, but it was nice. Nice rich flavors. And I got to use some spices and herbs from that I like. You know, some like Italian seasonings and cumin and, you know, some flavorings that I'm used to that I kind of crave every now and again. Because I don't dislike the Cambodian food at all. I like it a lot. But for me, I like the variety, you know, change things up. And I think that kind of got triggered again in Phnom Penh because there's so many different international foods when I was there. Like I went out for Ethiopian, I went out for Japanese, I went out for a Polish meal. So like, it was fun. I had a blast. But yeah, the food scene in Phnom Penh was great. And I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, let's see where we are here. I might be ending the stream. How are we doing for battery? Let me just double check. Let's see what we got here. 80%. Okay. My backup battery is dead. Makes me wonder how much was left of the backup battery the other day. I don't know if I had it fully charged up. So. Okay. Cambodia, thanks for coming in. Appreciate having you guys here. Thank you for the live stream. You guys are welcome. Time for your fugly nap. I gotta have one of those myself. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream because I'm not too far from home, and give me a chance to kind of unwind a bit before I get going. If you guys could do me a favor, I ask this every time, so you're kind of used to it by now. If you could hit the like on the way out. That way, when I make this video live, YouTube knows to show it to other folks. Be greatly appreciated. I'm going to head off. If you are unaware, the content for the next, basically from now on, I think, daily content, live streams twice a week, videos every other day, or every day, sorry. When there's not a live stream, it's every day. So I'm enjoying, I'm having a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and kind of dictating the direction of the stream. We're going to the market. Now I got snacks. It makes me happy. Anyway, I'll see you guys very soon. Take care of yourselves, and thanks again. Bye, everybody.